Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig and I'm coming at you from Moss Saddles, Boots and Tack here in Casper, Wyoming, and I have a beautiful pair of buckaroo boots from Boulet. This is model number 6335 and we're gonna give it a quick impression. So let's get into it.
I'm just here to connect ya, and then I'll be on my way.
Hey everybody, I was so excited to find this boot here at Moss Saddles, Boots and Tack. I love Boulet and I've seen this online in a lot of places, so I took the opportunity to give it a closer look, and it looks amazing here at Moss Saddles, Boots and Tack. If you're ever passing through Casper, I highly recommend you stop by. They got lots of Boulets, lots of Hondos, and Twisted X. It's like stockpiled with those three brands, and that's a good three brands for sure. This one just stood out to me, so what are we waiting for? Let's get straight into the rundown. This Boulet model number 6335 features shrunken bison on the foot and the counter. It feels great. It's also got a wide square toe with a double stitched welt. It's coming in at 16 inches tall. Features a beautiful blue top all the way up and a nice white collar or crown around the top of these stovepipe tops. So that's what this is called up here when there is no scallop at all and it's even all the way around. That's a stovepipe. Now down here at the heel you got about a 2-inch or just a little bit more than a 2-inch stacked leather heel and a leather outsole, and I love the way they treat this leather outsole. Not only that, but you have a rubber midsole in here. So not only is the leather that Boulet uses on their regular line on these buckaroo boots really solid and durable, but they also have that rubber midsole to help protect that insole from getting any damage. If you happen to run this leather through and get a hole in the sole, you do have that durable rubber there in the midsole to help protect the rest of the boot if you didn't want to get them resoled right away. Now I highly recommend that whenever you do get a hole in a leather outsole that you get them resoled as soon as possible, but having that extra protection there is definitely a good way to go too. On the inside we are leather lined all the way through and it feels so soft. I love it. And we have a sort of a soft leather insole here. It's got a little bit of leather on the top. It's non-removable, looks like pigskin, and underneath that it's a little bit of foam too. So you will have a little bit of cushion in here. It's not going to be anything like an Ariat or something like that, but I kind of like this feeling better than that because it's just a little bit of cushion and it's not too overwhelming of a sneaker feeling. It still feels like a cowboy boot. It's also made in Canada and is coming in at $312 here at Moss Saddles, Boots and Tack, which is an amazing deal for this boot. If you look online, it's much more expensive in a lot of places. So this is a great deal on this Boulet, this Canadian-made boot. Now it's time to try this boot on and see how it looks and feels. All right, I got the Boulet 6335s on right now, and I love the feel of Boulet. Boulet is my favorite cowboy boot company. It has been for a really long time. My first boot ever was the 7031, which is now discontinued. I've had it for 15 years. It's been resold 6 times. So when you buy a Boulet, it can definitely last for sure. And I beat the hell out of it too. It's all cracked from a gasoline spill and it's still going today. So I love Boulet and this one feels spectacular. That bison, that shrunken bison is different. I've never tried it before, and it's got a nice thick feeling and is supple at the same time. Sort of like, you know, shrunken bullhide. The one thing on this boot that we didn't see in comparison to many other of the buckaroo boots that I've been putting videos up recently is that it doesn't have as much of a spur shelf as, say, some Hondos or Olathes, some other companies that make tall tops. Here is the point of view, and it's got that square toe with the double stitched welt, but it's not too wide, you know? This is a good looking boot, and I'm really digging that shrunken bison. This is a beautiful tall top from Boulet. I really like the construction here. We've been seeing a lot of this rubber midsole here, and I'm so happy that Boulet is doing it as well, in addition to their really durable and strong leather outsole. They're known for their leather outsoles, at least on their normal line. The Challenger line is completely different, and they do have the full welt construction, no pegs in here, but when you do have the full welt, you don't really need those pegs in here. So on a lot of their other boots, they do both, and it's sometimes a little overkill, but it's nice to know that they are trying to make sure that it's durable. The full welt will always be enough. The bison leather feels really nice and really durable. This is gonna break in and just do incredible. It doesn't have as much of a spur shelf in case you needed that on your tall top boot. If you were looking for something like that, just know that there is just a little bit less of a lip here to rest your spurs on, but everything else about this boot is incredible, including the price. It's coming in at $312 here at Moss Saddles Boots and Tack, which is a lot less money than what you can find it online. I think I saw it for $360 in some places, so $312? That's a great deal. You got to call them. Here's their number. I've also put their website at the links in the description. If you're ever passing through Casper too, you can stop by. It is a beautiful store. They got lots of Boulets, lots of Hondos, lots of Twisted X. So be sure that you devote some time to being here, because you might want to try a bunch of boots. Thank you so much for watching today. If you guys enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. It goes a long way to help me continue bringing quick impression videos like this from great stores like Moss Saddles Boots and Tacks. I'll see you guys around. Peace.
Boulet tall tops at Moss. Lots of value for the cost. Wear 'em and you'll be the boss. Boulet tall tops at Moss. Why don't you check out this other Boulet video up here that I did while working with a bunch of zookeepers for a day. Or I got a music video down here that I think you might enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Have a good one.